Hi, fourth grade Mathers. Let's talk about factors today. You should have pages 95 through 96 out in front of you. That's what 95 looks like. All right, today we are talking about factors, and these can be super fun. They're gonna help you with a lot of stuff that you're going to do in math. So once you know these, more of your math is gonna become even easier. All right, let's jump right in. Look at the top of that box where it says Fact 1. Pairs of factors are two numbers which form a certain product when multiplied together. Remember, the word product means the answer to a multiplication problem. So your factors are the numbers that you multiply together. So a number's factors are the numbers that multiplied together equal that number. So then it gives you an example. You see the example of 15 on your paper. The pairs of factors are 1 times 15, that equals 15. 3 times 5 also equals 15. Those are the only two pairs of whole numbers, not fractions, but whole numbers, that when you multiply them together, they equal 15. So those are the pairs of factors of 15. So if I want to list out the factors, I would write them, and I would usually write them in numerical order. That means going from smallest to largest. 1, 3, 5, and 15. So 1, 3, 5, and 15. Listed them out. These are the factors of 15. Let's look at fact number 2. It says the factors are all the different numbers that will divide without a remainder into a number. So for 15, I can divide 15 by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So 3 is a factor of 15 because 5, it's just the answer is 5 with no remainder. If I tried to divide 15 by 4, what would happen? I would get a remainder. 4 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. So you have a remainder of 3. So 4 could not be a factor. Look at your factoring chart. Now this is something just to help you for a little while, okay? You won't need it all the time. To look at the bottom where it says A, it says to find the factors of 6. Circle 6 every time it is in one of the blocks. Now find the two numbers that make the product 6. Okay, so let's do that really quickly. Find all the 6's. I'm circling them with my pencil. Are you circling them with yours? You got it? When I taught my students that are grande, the ones that are in colegio, I taught them this book. And they didn't need this chart for very long at all, so you won't either, don't you worry. All right, there are the factors of 6. So now I look at the numbers. This number here, the number across, that with the number on top. Those are the numbers that multiplied together equal 6. So here it's 1 and 6. 1 times 6, yeah, we know that. Here it's 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Here we have 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 6. Okay, so now to list out the factors, I use all the different numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 6. Those are the factors of 6. Okay, you only need to use this chart if you can't think of everything in your head, or if you need to double check. Let's look at exercise 1 on page 96. Let's start out with that. Okay, it says complete the pairs of factors that form these products. So starting with 8, they've already done this one for you to give you an example. Think of all the different pairs of factors that form the 8. We know that 1 times 8 and 8 times 1, they both equal 8. 8 times 1 is the same thing. So I only need to write it once. I don't have to write it like that. Same thing with 4 times 2. I don't have to write it as 4 times 2. I can just keep it as 2 times 4. Only one. Okay? So these are the pairs of factors for 8. How about for 9? It should be 1 times something and 3 times something. So the pairs of factors for 9 are 1 times 9. Very good. And 3 times 3. Good job. So those are your pairs of factors for 9. How about for 10? 1 times what equals 10? 1 times 10, right? That's easy. And 2 times what? 10 divided by 2 is 5. Very good. That's it. Those are the only pairs of numbers that when you multiply them together equal 10. How about 12? 1 times what? Well, that one's super easy. 1 times 12. How about 2? 2 times what? Salma? 2 times 6. Good. 3 times what? Kiara? Divide 12 by 3. 4. Very good. So those are the pairs of factors for 12. Now I want you to do the same thing with 16 and 11. 16 and 11. Okay, now exercise 2 says, give all the different factors for these numbers. Use the pair factors to find the answer. So I can't speak. The reason why it says different factors is sometimes with some numbers in the pairs of factors, you have the same number being multiplied. For example, in 9, you have 3 and 3, but I don't need to write both 3's. My factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. You only need to write it one time because once I've written 3 is a factor. I don't need to repeat it. All right, let's do 8. It's already done on your paper, but do it on the board with me. So let's just go down and up. 1, 2, 4, 8. Do the same with 10. Go down and up. 1, 2, 5, 10. Now 12. 1, 2, 3, up. 4, 6, 12. If you follow that pattern of going down and up, they'll always be in numerical order from smallest to largest. And if you ever come to a number that's repeated, just don't write it the second time. You only need it once. That's all that you need to do with factoring for today. So let's look at your other problems on your paper. Number 3, you have some story problems. Mrs. Gwaltney drove 301 miles at the average speed of 43 miles per hour. How many hours did it take her to drive the 301 miles? Okay, so this is a rate times time equals distance problem. I need to ask Miss Jessica how she's taught you to do these because I'm not quite sure. Okay, we have a formula. Rate times time equals distance. The rate is how fast a person is going. So I know that they are going 43 miles per hour. Do I know how long? No, that's what I'm looking for. So that's the time. Equals the distance. The distance I know is 301 miles. So now I have an equation. You've done these in 3rd grade. To solve this, I have to do the opposite of whatever I'm doing to the t. I'm multiplying 43 times t. So the opposite is to divide. When I draw that fraction bar, that means divide. So I will divide both sides by 43. So that means I need to take 301 and divide it by 43. And my answer will be how many hours? Okay, so divide by 43. All right, very good. Next we have Mary Beth finished her speed drill in 3 3/5 minutes. And Jasmine finished hers in 2 2/5 minutes. How much longer did it take Mary Beth to finish her speed drill? All right, here we go. When I have how much longer, what do I need to do? I need to restar, that's right. So I need to subtract, put the bigger number on top, which would be 3 3/5, and the smaller number on the bottom, 2 2/5. Subtract to find out how many minutes longer it was. Okay? All right, number 4, you need to multiply and check. Remember to check, you flip the factors. Number 5, follow the signs. Okay, remember when you add or subtract fractions, that you add and subtract the numerators, you don't change the denominator. And then number 6, you have to divide. Let me know if you need any help with those exercises. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.